Hi, everyone. Welcome to the 1% Happier and Healthier podcast. And this is our HYROX mini series with me, Sally,
Me, Anne.
and this is us getting ready for our HYROX competition in Birmingham, which is now less than a week away. So I think we're episode 11
Yes, we are.
out of 12. Will be one more episode next week after we've done the event. And thank you so much for listening so far, if you're still following us. Of course, we've covered all of the exercises in turn, and we covered the rules last week. And this week, we're going to cover how we're going to do the splits, how we're going to split up each exercise in doubles. But first, let's think about what we've done this week. And Anne, you've had an awesome week running.
I've had
Do you
a
know what? I'm
good
so
week.
proud. Tell me what you've been doing.
Right, so last week, because running has not been my thing, but I've been training in zone two, which is a very low heartbeat, just above walking, 60 to 70% of your beats per minute. And it's really, really paid off. And last week I was away. My friend asked me to do a park run. Well, this time last year I'd gone, no way. And I went, this year? Yes, let's do it. So we did it. And I felt that I really wanted to do the 8K because that's the total of running in HYROX. So we got there early. We did a warm up of 2K and some stretching. And then we went on to do the 5K. And if that wasn't enough, I went, should we top it up to 10? And we did 10.26. And
Amazing.
it was hilly and but it was absolutely fine. So all the training has paid off. That's really great. And I've also been out for two more 5K runs this week and I've joined a running club.
Wow. High
Look
five.
at
I think
me. From
this is
no running
awesome.
to like really enjoying it and a light for using at night, which is just awesome from Decathlon. So shout out for Decathlon. Really, really good
Is,
torch.
is that like a
No,
head
it's going
torch?
over your body. It goes over your
Oh,
body and you can tip it down. And then you've got flashing lights on the back. So it's really, really good.
oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Because I saw you running in the high vis.
Yeah. Well, that was, I think I was advertising a company on the back of my thing, running around. But so that was really good. Do you know what was really, really excellent as well? There's a community. It was a community of people, all lovely, all welcoming. And I think that's really important when you exercise. Find somebody or a buddy where you can enjoy it as well. It's not
Yeah.
just the grind. So that was fantastic. And I also did I've done a high rocks training myself this week, but we are now tapering down. So no more training, which is really hard when you're enjoying it. So I did a high rocks training. I did S&C this week, which is strength and conditioning, and I did a PT. So I've done absolutely loads. So I really have to stop now and start
Yes.
eating, fueling.
Yes.
So that's me. Sorry.
Brilliant. And I think the change in your running has been awesome because I think it got in your head,
Absolutely
hadn't
got it.
it?
It's a worm in my head.
And I think you kind of thought, I'm not a
Yeah,
runner. Sal's a runner. I'm not a
yeah,
runner. I
yeah,
can't do it.
yeah.
But now you've just shown that you've just taken some small steps and that consistent effort, and you just ran a 10K.
Sal, I've changed my running scape.
You have changed your running scheme.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm a runner now. I mean,
you are a
I
runner.
actually run like a runner as well. And I'm not, I run. I'm thinking, is this my body doing this? Anyway,
Yeah,
it's all
perfect.
good.
And I think that zone two thing is a really good top tip.
Yeah,
It's actually running a lot slower than you
yeah,
think you should. And actually, it just builds your endurance, increases your lung
yeah.
capacity, and just really good. And it's worked for you. So,
Massive benefits for zone two. It's massive. Yeah.
so
So,
I guess anybody listening that thinks they're not a runner, well, you can be. You
yeah.
just need to get going, get a pair of trainers and get out there. But there's all sorts of stuff on the internet about couch to 5K. You can Google what it means about zone two and all the rest of it. But
Yeah.
literally, there are no excuses. If you want to be a runner, be a runner.
Yeah.
So this week, I was actually working locally on Monday, so I went to the local gym. They didn't have that early strength and conditioning. I was hoping there
Oh,
was going to be a
right.
6:15 one, but there wasn't. But I just went to the gym anyway, and I can't even remember what I did. I think I might have done some wall balls actually.
It's a blur. Wall ball blur.
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, haven't got a clue, but I think I did some wall balls. Um, and then I didn't get to circuits on Tuesday because I was out for dinner with our new technology leaders at work. And the highlight of that was I was sitting opposite Daventry's strongest man. Who knew? So
Wow.
we had a great chat about weightlifting, and he was telling me what he deadlifts. And of course, you've been doing deadlifts, haven't
Yeah.
you? And tell me what you've been doing.
57.5.
And you've been making pretty good
Yeah.
progress with
That's
your
heavy.
deadlift.
That's heavy for
So
me.
Anne has been lifting 57.5. Anyway, Daventry's strongest man can deadlift about 550 kilograms. But wait for it. But I think the world record, I was going to say world's strongest man, but I think the world's strongest man hasn't got the record. Somebody else has probably got the record. I think it's about 500 kilogram deadlift.
That is
So yeah, Eddie
just
Hall used to
insane.
have the record, but I think it might be about 505
Wow.
kilograms.
I'm
So
just,
it just shows, doesn't it?
I'm
So
thinking it's eight of us, at least eight of us.
so you're strong. Daventry's strongest man is even stronger, but he is only half as strong as the guy who's got the deadlift
Wow,
record. So there you go. That just kind of puts it in
that
context, doesn't it?
does, yeah.
And we had a funny conversation about the dumbbells in the work gym just not being heavy enough at 40 kilograms, which just made me laugh because there's
Yeah,
no way I could even
no.
pick up a 40
Exactly.
kilogram.
Just shows you're all on
Uh,
different levels, aren't we? You're all on
so yeah,
different levels.
so that was a good excuse not to go to circuits on Tuesday, but I did go to the gym at work on the Wednesday and set myself up a little circuit with some goblet squats, which is good practice for wall balls. Farmer's carry, did a couple of circuits of the gym, and then I did some burpees and broad jumps, which was good. Quite
Yeah,
enjoyed my little circuit
yeah,
and got on the treadmill. And actually, I can probably go to the gym more often. I don't have to just wait for the circuits
yeah,
class. It was great. So,
yeah,
yeah,
good.
quite enjoyed that. And you just see some other people at
Yeah,
work, actually. I saw some people that I hadn't seen for a while. So yeah, I quite like going to the work gym. I think I'm going to do a little bit more of that.
fab.
And then, of course, we've had our great session today.
Yeah.
And we saw the HYROX family as well.
Saw the HYROX family there at the gym. Didn't
Although
recognise one of
one of
them.
them was in disguise. Yeah. So yeah, Anne didn't even recognize her own son in the gym.
Walked straight past.
He was wearing a baseball cap. So anybody who does want to go anywhere in disguise, just put on a baseball
Yeah.
cap and nobody will
No,
spot you.
not even your mum.
So we did meet Tim, my mate
Yeah.
Tim, in the gym, who is always pressing me to do more. And if I say I'm doing 50 wall balls, he'll say do 100. So of course we saw him on the treadmill, didn't he? And he was encouraging us to do more, go faster, higher incline. But we're going, no, we're doing a taper.
We're tapering.
So we've managed to fob Tim off,
Yeah,
didn't we?
it's great.
Which was good. But we did rowing, we did quite a lot with the sled, we did sled
Yeah.
push, sled pull,
Yeah.
and then wall ball. So we had not one of our hardest
No.
because of course we are tapering.
We're tapering.
But it was still a good workout.
It's a
And I
good
think
workout.
it's giving us confidence.
Yeah. Yeah.
And actually, you produced a really good Instagram reel earlier in the week with sort of snippets of quite a bit of our training. And it was really nice to watch because it just gave me a load of confidence that, we have done
We've
the
done,
work.
yeah,
We've done
absolutely
the
done the
work.
work. We have. We have.
So we should probably just quickly talk about how we're going to split
Yes.
the
Yeah.
exercises. So first up, the is the ski erg.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the ski erg, and I think the thing is, because there has to be a strategy that you talk about, especially if you're doing doubles. And from the things that we've watched on Insta and things that we've read on the internet and the rules, etc., we're sort of very mindful that it's about pacing ourselves because we have got to do that 1K run in between. So what we're going to do to start off with is Sal's going to start off and you're going to do 250.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to do 500 in the middle, and then you're going to go on to
Yes.
250 because Sally is a stronger runner than me. So that gives me time to get my breath back
Yeah.
to go into the run. And then we go on to what do we do after that?
Then it's the sled push.
Yeah.
And I think again, I'll start.
Yeah.
And then we'll swap over multiple
Yeah.
times. I think we might try and do half a length each. I think in the rocks zone, I think it's a 12.5 meter
Yeah.
length, I
Yeah.
think.
That's true.
So I think we're going to swap halfway and we're going to do that and then we'll try and do it so that I finish.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how that'll work out. And that'll be the same for the sled pull.
Yeah.
Um,
You've got to work to your strengths.
yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burpees, again, I'll start and
Yeah.
then we're just going to do 5 each.
Yeah.
5 each.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
keep swapping over.
Yeah.
And I think the key thing here in all of these is that we just keep talking, we keep
Yeah.
communicating.
Absolutely.
And I think if we need to swap earlier, and then we'll just do
Yeah.
that. And I think we'll either call it out ourselves or say, look, let me jump
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Then the rowing, and we're going to do the rowing in the same way as the
Yeah.
ski erg, 250, 500, and then 250.
Yeah.
And then farmer's carry. Well, we've got 200 meters of farmer's carry,
Yeah.
and we're both quite confident in this one.
Yeah.
But again, I think I'll start,
Yeah.
and I think, I don't know.
I think we could do it, but I think we do need to. I think we're just going to be mindful of our pace and our
Yes.
breath going into the next
Yeah.
1K. So
Yeah.
we'll play that by ear.
Yeah. Again, lunges, I think I start and then we do 10 or 15
Yeah,
each. But
yeah,
the last time we did these in the gym, we could do them while talking
yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
Um, and then, of course, the one we're all looking forward to is the wall balls. And we talked about this morning. So I think
Yeah,
I'm going to start and do 10 to 15. I
yeah,
think as soon as if I get to 10 and if I'm starting to fail to reach the
yeah,
target, I will hand over.
yeah,
If I'm doing 10 easily, I'll continue to
yeah,
15.
yeah,
But I think we just play it like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
We do 10 to
yeah,
15
yeah,
and, or even less.
yeah,
And we just keep swapping until we've done 100.
yeah,
100. So
yeah.
that's it.
100.
So one last thing is we've got to be practicing some of the handovers. So on the ski erg, for example, we've got to let the handles go up before we hand over. But one thing we want to practice before next week is the swapping over the lunge
Yeah,
bag.
yeah. So the sandbag, because what they say is to go back to back.
Yeah.
There's a few techniques, but it's back to back. So it's just getting that smooth, so we're not dropping it, or we're not injuring ourselves as well. So in this race, it's about pacing ourselves and not rushing so we make mistakes because we don't want the penalties and we don't want to get injured
Mm.
and we don't want to be crawling over the finish line.
And we want
It's
it to be fun, don't
yeah,
we?
exactly. Want to enjoy it because the atmosphere. In fact, we bumped into Lorraine, who's
Yeah.
done HYROX on her own at the gym this morning, and she said the atmosphere is just
Yeah.
incredible. So we're going to go early and we're going to soak all that up. So super excited for it.
I think there's smoke and music and all sorts.
Awesome.
So yes, it's going to be great fun. So probably just a couple of light workouts
Yeah,
over the weekend, but Sunday,
yeah,
Monday, Tuesday, nothing
yeah.
tapering.
We've been advised
And we'll
nothing.
be preparing. So we'll be packing our
Yeah.
kit, packing our food, packing a change of clothes.
Fueling for before
Yeah,
as well, printing stuff out. There's lots of things you have to take to HYROX as well, so like your ID. So we need to check that off as well,
yeah,
like
good
going
for
on
checking.
holiday. Anyway, so yeah, so we're
Great,
looking forward to
exciting.
it.
So have a listen next week and see how we get on.
We'll have done it.
Bye.
Bye.